It's After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Catch us every weekday from 7 to 9.
Yeah.
And I've got a lobster who says you don't need a man to be okay.
Yes.
Are you sure? Like every day you'll be okay every day?
No, but you really right now.
Okay,
you know,
coming
this
from
is-
someone who hasn't had a man this decade,
You know, the funny thing is
she's right.
today I actually commented. I put a comment on, I think, on Instablog, where someone was saying, "God did it for me after 12 years as a single mom. I finally got married." And I was on the comment section and I was like, "God did what? I mean, marriage is not an achievement." And people have been blasting me from all
Oh,
corners
baby, there's
that I'm
going
just
to
consoling
blast
myself.
you.
Somebody
They's
said,
going to blast you,
No,
babe.
but it's true. But also, some people from a young age just want to get married.
"Yeah,
You see, listen, I'm going to put a question to you. All those of you who said God did it. Mary Magdalene and her sister Martha were the closest to Christ, and he never got husbands for them.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you'd be very silly, a great dingbat of enormous proportions, to think that he's going to come to Shomolu to come and look for husband for you,
you know."
or to Port Harcourt to come and look for husband for you. If the ones that were close to him and cooked his food, and he hung out with, he didn't find husbands for.
Yeah.
It is now, you see, we've got this mentality of a woman is incomplete without a husband. That foolishness needs to stop, and like not stop this year, like stop now. Like I
Should've
want to
stopped
close
like
my
the year
eyes and
before.
open them, and it's stopped.
I don't even think marriage is for everyone. I don't think everyone is meant to become a wife or a husband. I don't think that's everyone's destiny. But then society makes you feel like if you don't have a man or if you don't get married by a certain age, then you haven't made it.
Yes.
Honestly, people were telling me that I just said that because I was trying to console myself. That, hey, you need to go and get married. Tell
You
yourself
see,
the
Naomi, in your case,
And I
you are
think-
actually trying to console yourself.
Yes, I will not lie. Yes.
But in all honesty, if it's like I don't console myself that I don't have a private jet.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because, in all honesty, what do I need a private? Where am I going to? Unless there's an airport close to my house and there's an airport close to Coolfm. How
Yeah.
often do I travel that I need a private jet and I should start feeling bad that I don't have a private jet? It's not everything you need in life. The
Yeah.
fact that the society makes it look like you need it doesn't necessarily mean that you do.
Really
We've got
doesn't.
to understand that you really don't need to be married,
Wow. Okay.
in all honesty, because most people get married for that. Listen, some people just want to be Mrs.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Just attempt it.
When I was breaking up with my ex, she filed for judicial separation. You know what judicial separation
What is
is?
that?
No.
It means we'd still be married, but we'll be living apart.
Oh,
We'll be
separation.
separated. I'm like, who is doing that?
What's the point
I
of
just
that?
filed straight for divorce, straight up.
Why do
Because
people do
I'm
that?
like, what are we fooling ourselves? Can you say it's a marriage if two people are living separately?
No.
It's not a marriage. So why are we fooling ourselves? I mean, you know what? Let me take you down the long haul. Let's go and dissolve this. It's obviously not working.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I'm not saying you're a bad person. And you should also know that I'm not a bad person, because if I was, I wouldn't have a good woman now.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, you know, yeah. And I'm also, of course, not saying that you're a bad person, but I'm just saying that, look, it wasn't working.
It didn't work out with
It wasn't working.
And people don't get that. It's if you like someone, the fact that you like someone doesn't mean they're right for you. People always
Listen, yeah. In a marriage,
Yeah.
the moment you can't share bank details, the moment you can't share phone passwords, you're already divorced.
But some people are not sure of
Oh,
their
yeah, I
partner's
saw-
occupation.
I
So
saw-
No, listen, yeah, listen. He should know how much you have doesn't mean he should have access to it.
Oh, okay.
Listen, the fact that you know that there's 40 million in the
Yeah,
bank
somebody actually even put
doesn't
that on
mean
Twitter.
that you should be able to go to the bank and withdraw it.
And you're dating somebody, you say you're in a relationship, you guys don't go on date nights, you guys don't
Yeah, you don't
talk
take
about each other's
vacations.
personal development, you know, you don't do all of those things.
You don't help
and
my
you're in a
life in any way, and you
How?
think we're in a relationship.
that's a situationship, or,
Or you even-
guys
It's
are
a
just.
situationship. High five. Nene, a
But we need to quickly go
situationship.
on a break, Daddy Freeze.
All right, quick break, and we'll be back at you. Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters on After Dark on 96.9. Ladies and gentlemen, where's Kid? Being featured by Larry Gaga. And there's a crush. There's someone who's crushing on Wizkid. It's such a crush, such a deep crush. It's actually savage.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Bars.
Okay.
Bars.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Naomi.
Shout out.
Nene Risky, aka Miss Weeze.
Please, no, Daddy Freeze, no. I just like Wizkid. I like his song.
So
but
listen,
you know
if
who my
Wizkid should
ultimate
propose
crush
to you,
is.
what would you say?
I won't take it.
Ah,
You won't take it.
what about Two-Face?
As a if Two-Face should propose to you as a third wife.
Daddy Freeze, please don't say this thing on the camera. No.
See how she's blushing.
Hey.
Dead. You are
Naomi will
blushing.
accept polygamy as long as it's Two-Face. Baba. What would your requirement be? He should sing to you one-on-one every week. At least
Every
once.
day.
Oh my God.
You are my African.
Daddy
queen,
Freeze.
You worry,
boy of my dreams.
No, I just feel like Annie is really enjoying. I mean, I don't know.
As
That's
in-
how I feel. Like
Ah, man.
Man.
some women are lucky. So, and I mean, he's lucky as well. Annie's a great woman.
And that's not coming from a good place. That's like, let me just say
Let
something,
me just
so,
say
they,
something.
so they will not say I'm
Let's
wicked.
equalize
No, but
it.
seriously.
All right, quite a lot of stuff that we'll be talking about, especially with regards to relationships. How long should a guy and a woman date before they get married? Now,
Yes.
Amal has a scenario that showed up on Instablog earlier on today. So, Amal, tell us all about it,
Yes. So
and then Nene and I would discuss.
Yeah. So I saw this story. A woman was calling out a couple, and the man got married. But she's saying before them getting married, the man was dating her friend for 18 years, from high school.
18.
18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, just finish before I say
Yeah.
anything.
And then she says the man went ahead to, when the woman found out that he was betrothed to another, and then he gave the excuse of my parents are the ones forcing this girl on me, and then got 1 million naira from her. I don't know why she gave him 1 million naira. Then he went ahead and asked her to get pregnant for him so that the parents won't have a choice. Well, since she was taking long to get pregnant,
Which is her fault now.
yeah, apparently, he went and got married. And, you know, she found out because he blocked her on Facebook. They were only chatting on WhatsApp. So, but I don't.
Okay. Here's what I have to say. First of all, dear women and men, the moment you say yes to someone, put a picture of you and that person on all your social media
Yes.
platforms.
And like wanted. Does
wait.
this belong to anyone?
Just like, hi, my boo. Even if you don't put a picture after that, let there be that announcement to the
Yes.
public. Listen, when you go to
When
a
you
court,
guys are just dating.
When you've started.
Yes.
Oh,
The
date-
moment-
no,
the
just
moment-
dating, ordinary
listen,
dating.
no, when you're dating and it's beginning to look serious,
Before your feelings get in.
before your feelings kick in, know early so you can run. Because listen, many of you are dating other people's men and other
Yes.
people's women.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl in my school in UI back then. She was dating some guy. And that guy was my girl's friend back then. She was dating some guy, yes, and the girl was my girl's friend. And I knew the guy's real babe. They were planning the guy's wedding. And I'll sit among my girl and her friends, and she'll be like, oh, he's so caring. Just they look and say caring. At one point, I had to call one of my guys. I said, come. This guy, don't they show the guy? I say, leave him, serious, he's waiting.
Wow.
You know, so in Lagos, he lived a separate life. He had his babe. His babe finished before him. He had an extra year. So in that extra year, he needed somebody to keep him company.
Wow.
So he just chose my girl's friend. And
The
that
one-
one now began believing that she had hope in life. You know, of course, it didn't work out.
Because, you know, women invest more in relationships. So it's sad. Like, I also know, you know, I know people that are dating people that are someone else's you're dating a man that has a woman already, but you're investing so much. I mean, you turn yourself into a high-class house girl. You know, you're cooking for him, cleaning for him, doing everything for him. But at the end of the night, there's that other person that he's going to talk to, and it's not going to be you.
Now, you see, listen, the contract of marriage is a business deal half the time. Many people get married because the girl looks good on me.
She fits.
Yeah.
She
the
fits
part.
my portfolio.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I want to sit in front of the church. This other girl doesn't have that class. She doesn't come from that family. You know, my family is this billionaire family. Her family is this royal family. You know, my father and her father play golf together. We don't really like each other. But for the sake of my parents and for the sake of my future, you don't know what people's parents are telling them at home.
Yeah.
Look, if you marry that girl, I will disown you. Now, if the girl had gotten pregnant, it's a trick a lot of guys play. They get the girl pregnant, so the family says, all right, before you disgrace us, just marry. So a lot of people pull out that card, but I don't subscribe to it.
But my worry is, how are you dating somebody for 18 years?
What are you
like,
doing?
at what point don't you get it that, listen, I'm being stupid? Because there's a thin line between being patient and being stupid,
Now,
right?
this particular story, in all honesty, I'm tending to believe that the guy was fluid, but he had, listen, the guy liked the girl. If he told her and said, if he came to her and said, look, get pregnant.
Yeah.
I honestly
Listen.
think he was just being deceitful. I think he was playing.
I know
a
when a
part.
guy is being deceitful.
But he got 1 million
But he
naira
got
from
one.
her.
Exactly. He
Listen.
borrowed
That he
money
used
from
for the
her that he
wedding, I
used for
think.
the wedding. Men oftentimes
Listen,
are like
if
this.
she was pregnant, then it's totally different.
Daddy Freeze.
You see, it's not everybody that can stand to their family and say, I'm not going to do what you people want me to
But
do.
you must.
Daddy Freeze, there's a high possibility that the lady will get pregnant and he will still not marry her.
But
Who's
no, I
still
know.
not married her?
Someone told me that in the Igbo tribe, when you get pregnant, your bride price is higher.
Higher? I don't know about that.
Is it true?
No.
It shows you're fruitful and you can multiply.
So
No,
they pay more.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I
I don't
guess
know.
Maybe
I
they were
don't
just
know.
lying to me then.
Because it's always an issue when you get
Now here's the
pregnant
thing,
over when
and
you're-
this is what a lot of us need to sit down and understand. When it comes to relationships, because of societal pressure, a lot of people end up marrying the wrong people.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe that you're not complete as a man if you don't have a family, and you're not complete as a woman if you don't have a family. Absolute bollocks. It's great to be married. It's awesome to find someone to spend the rest of your life with. But you see, before you can really find your missing rib, you're going to have to go through quite a lot. You're going to have to audition because
But why?
what are you going to bend for? Listen, what is most important? What determines your happiness? You might find a woman who's sexy, who has all the looks, but she doesn't fit you spiritually. Then you find the one that fits you spiritually, but has none of the looks. Then you find the one who's very intelligent and sparks your brain cells, but just doesn't look right and doesn't fit you spiritually. So it is such a chore finding that person for you.
They
And
say,
most of the time, when that person for you comes up, God puts, I think intentionally, puts a comma that you have to live with.
yeah, they
Do you
said
understand?
that.
It's either she comes and she has no womb, or she comes and already has
too much of a
kids,
command.
or she comes. Listen, it's like that. Look, marriage is meant for you and that person to have a great relationship and be productive together. And when God gives you that person who genuinely fits you, most of the time you don't agree.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
you pick the one that society would subscribe to more.
But then what? I feel like when you're getting married to someone, if we're being realistic with each other, if you're a guy and you like looks, yeah, and then you go because of someone's spirit, that's not gonna last.
I mean, I don't
Yes,
think
it's not
you
gonna,
can
no,
ever
it will
find...
last. but you're just going to be cheating
It's
a
not,
lot.
no,
I
that,
don't-
that means it's not lasting because it's not your spirit that you're going to carry. It's not her spirit you'll carry for weddings.
I
You
don't
get,
think
like-
you will ever find a complete package. But the only thing is just to find the one that you can manage and tolerate, right?
Yes,
You
but
can't
you see, you
get
can
everything you
find
want.
someone who ticks a lot of your boxes.
Yeah.
Do you understand? In my current relationship, I have a woman who ticks a lot of my boxes, and trust me, I'm not an easy person to live with.
We would
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, we would know.
Do you understand? I'm not particularly. I have a lot of. How do I put it? I have a lot of specifications, mental, physical, spiritual, that I need to, work with. And you know how hard it is to live with someone who stands against popular beliefs?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is? First of all, everybody will be asking you, are you really okay? What are you doing with
Blink
this
twice.
kind of guy?
Blink twice if you're.
You know? But we get along so well because she understands me, I understand her. I don't need to explain. You know, when you're with some people, you need to explain yourself to them.
Yeah.
It comes with built-in explanation.
Like you know,
you
like
have to
but
read
then,
the fine
but then
print.
again,
Then
that
if
if
you know
I,
it-
I think it's just love. Because there's
No.
sometimes
No.
that you be dating somebody and you love them so much, so
No,
everything
Naomi.
they believe in, you
Naomi,
just take it.
That if I've never
No.
been out with a guy and then he has his girlfriend and then he tells, as he's introducing, he's like, don't look at her, she's a lawyer, a full lawyer, stand up. Like he's trying to back the fact that he's with her with, what she does for a living. So I don't think that
Yeah,
would be love.
because okay, like she's short, she's got a big tummy and a flat behind.
Yeah.
She's got two saggy in front. But she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer.
Like,
She's
if you
such a
guys
lawyer,
need
man.
help, yeah.
Yeah, man, she's so brilliant. She had a first class. She had a first class
And then when you
from Port
introduce-
Harcourt. Mass communication. She had the first freaking class. All right,
It's not me that you're talking about. We need to go on a break, guys. We'll be right
we'll be
back.
back in a moment. Don't touch it. I think what's up, Nays?
Good stuff. Good Lagos. That was about to be hype.
Anyway, quite a lot of stuff's going on. Amal drew my attention to something on Instablog.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't really talk about this here, but we'll just talk about it nonetheless. Okay, so let me dig it up from Instablog. Okay,
What's it
do you have
about?
your phone there? Can I just borrow
I
that?
think the network is not good, but try.
Network is not good. Naomi, just be telling
No,
us.
but
the
the
truth. When was the
network
last
is
time you loaded data on this phone?
What? Did I freeze? No, I have.
Do you know if you load like 500 naira data on this
No,
phone,
I
it
have
just
data.
crash?
I have data. I have
Oh
data.
wow, there's data. That 100 naira credit you bought came with some bonus, right? All right, now, by the way, big shout outs to Instablog Niger for always giving us
Just when it's
gist.
still hot.
Now here's, oops, what happened? How did they sleep? All these old phones with cracked screens.
Hey.
Please, it's
Somebody
an
should sew a
iPhone
phone
X
into your
Max. Oh, sorry, iPhone X.
Don't you think somebody
iPhone
should
Hex
sew a
Hex
phone?
Max.
No, sorry, it's an iPhone 8.
iPhone
I forgot.
X.
Hex
iPhone 8.
Max.
I forgot.
Do you use this phone in your house?
I mean, that phone is
All
a
right,
strong phone.
Apparently this lady said she's leaving our normal worship and is going back to being a traditionalist. Let me just say it like that so I don't offend too many people. And there she is,
Traditionalizing.
traditionalizing,
What are you reading?
So back to what we were saying. What do you think about traditional worship? Do you think, be honest, it was what we were
I feel like,
doing
well,
before Mama Charlie and her people came over to, to show us the way. If your friend tells you she wants to be going to a shrine,
Hey.
you see, most people associate traditional worship with ritual killing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And pant worship, and pant to Ben's transition.
And being fetish or something like that.
You understand? So, how would you feel if your friend said, you know what, I'm going to a shrine
Wow.
to go and worship the goddess of that stream that's flowing behind our house?
No follow. I don't follow.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What if you
I
meet
don't
this
have
guy?
problem with
Hold on, what if you meet this guy? This guy is so cute. He's a pilot.
Has like the Range Rover Velar.
Yeah. Even though that
I've
Range
met-
Rover
I've
Velar, as
met-
far as I'm concerned, is not a Range Rover.
I still love it. I love that car. It's like
yeah,
my
it's for
dream
women
car.
and children.
I'm a child of God.
What is that then? What do you mean the lights for women and children?
It's for women and children.
Why?
You see a man driving Velar.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I've
I'd rather
seen
drive
that.
a
What
Marwa
kind of
than
statement
drive
is
that
that
Velar.
that you freeze?
The Vela, the one, the
What kind of
doors, the
statement is
doors,
that?
A car is not made by doors.
that car is beautiful. Like it looks
Anyways.
beautiful.
To you,
Anyways, back to what we
fellow
were talking about.
Ugandans.
I've actually met.
No, hold on.
I've
I'm
actually had
still
a
trying to
suitor.
land somewhere, Nene. And you know this guy is cute. He's good looking. He's,
Yeah, very
he's
intelligent.
Everything you
I
want.
want.
And then on Sunday, you're getting dressed to go to church,
And he's getting this.
and he's still sleeping, and you're like, babe, you know. And he goes and turns on his computer, and you expect that okay, maybe he's going to listen to Daddy Free's Sanctuary. So
Okay.
well, you're okay, and you go and come back, and you just see that he was just browsing normal Instagram. And you're like, didn't you go to church? Didn't you at least attend some online service or something? I say, no, I'm not a Christian. I'm a traditionalist. I worship Ifa.
I don't follow.
It's it's very.
Don't even just do anyone. Don't be doing anyone.
It's
So, okay, so you'd rather marry an atheist than a traditionalist.
someone who believes.
I
in
mean,
it.
that difference. I've actually met a guy who is everything that you've just said, but he was going to sell it, and that just stuck in my head. I couldn't have anything to do with him because no,
Religion
it's just.
will kill us in this part of the
I'm,
world.
I'm sorry, but is it
but you said you're
religion?
not
But
a
there's
Christian.
no. It's, well,
thought
they
Sarah
are.
is like-
But I have a right to my preference. I have a right to not want
Yes.
something.
So
right?
you can be whatever you want to be. You can
Yeah,
do
so
whatever
I
you-
would
but
not
what-
want to
can't
be
you
with
just
somebody
be whatever
who
you want to
is
be with a.
going to a white garment church.
Let's leave White Garment Church for now.
Okay.
I mean, he worships a river
Hmm?
and the contents of the river.
No.
But you know the thing is, it's quite when you think about it, it's a hard decision to make because you have to remember that our forefathers lived as traditionalists, and I don't
Please,
think
we're not living in that era anymore.
No, that's the thing. But if someone has chosen to stay,
I actually
without-
wish I could really talk on this show, but this is radio.
But how
So
can
I
you
just-
choose that kind of tradition in 2019?
But let me ask you, the other ones, what have they really done? I can't talk, as in my tongue is tied.
It's better you don't say anything that it is. But please,
Okay, so
I'll-
let's take phone calls. Can you marry a traditionalist?
I can't. I won't.
I'm out.
but then our child is our child going to be?
No, your child will worship
No,
river
you
on
let-
Monday.
Where?
No, you let your child discover themselves.
Drink
Let
dog
your children
blood on
discover
Tuesday.
themselves.
Oh, Lord,
Ah.
hello.
Then on Sunday, join you in church. Yeah, hello. Yes, good evening. What is your name? And do go ahead.
Yes, Lara.
Okay, sir. Your contribution, please. When you spend half the time introducing
Hello?
yourself. Hello. Go ahead.
Man. Anyone follow?
What do you mean?
You can marry a traditionalist.
What do you want? You die?
Can you please say that again?
Once I see what I want, no big deal.
Wow.
And what is it
Wow.
that you are looking for that you see in a traditionalist?
Pants? Sorry.
First thing I want loyalty. When you mean it, whatever is your own business. Offer you are playing my own, you're doing your own thing. It's not coming to me. You're good.
Wow.
All right. We're going to take more calls. 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. Go ahead. Hello. All right. Go ahead, sir.
Please, I think you are even taking to the extreme by saying traditionalists. Do you know that there are people that they are modernists? They worship technology. Because
Hold on. Which one is
They
worshiping
worship
technology
technology.
again?
They
Oh.
worship iPhone.
haven't you watched American Gods? You know that technology is a god?
Wow. Wow.
You have made me faint today. Finally, now worshiping Instagram.
What's
So
your iPhone?
the point is not doing any other religion like normal, because the idea that we have here people that do fetish things and things like that. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
You won't say because someone is under religion, you won't love the person, or he's not a human being like you, or what?
These are the people that if these are people that are going to date girls for 18 years and go and get married, because I don't see how a relationship between, say, someone like in the modern day tradition and is going to marry like a traditionalist who is going to the river. You're going to your place of worship, they're also going to their place of worship in the river.
And I don't like it when people say, oh, it's in Nigeria that you say all this. Yes, Nigeria is different from every other country. It's like here, if you see bats, we know what we associate it
What
with.
is
Because
bat? What is bat?
And does that mean that
If
you
we
people
see
associate?
cats-
Does that mean you have sense?
we know what
You
we
associate
know what we
cats
associate
with
it
evil, bat with evil, owl with evil, and it's not like you are developing. No,
Like it or not, there's witchcraft.
Yes, so
Like it or not, there's witchcraft.
So
okay?
if a cat on its own, a cat
Yes.
is walking the road, like you kill it.
no,
I
no.
don't know.
So what if you woke up in your
There are
bedroom and saw
certain
a black
birds
cat?
you don't want to see
Hold
at
on.
night.
What if you woke up in your bedroom and saw a black cat?
You pray.
People are
Pray
all
about
fools.
what?
What is a black cat doing in my room? Why?
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you.
Did it leave it? Did it like? That's not lay eggs.
Why?
There's no chance
What
that
is the connection between?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let
I
me
don't
say
keep
something like
pets.
your backyard. You saw a black cat.
I
in your
don't keep
backyard.
pets.
How did it
so
pass an
how did it
electric
come
fence?
there?
No, what if you live in an estate like mine where we don't have fences?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because many times in the middle of the night when I go and lock the door, I see because Taste Buds has a kitchen, so cats from the neighborhood
Why not
come
other
and
people's backyard?
look for
Why
pieces
mine?
of fish
Well-
and all that. And many times I just see a black, if it is like you have bad luck when a black cat crosses your, that means I have perpetual bad luck. Because black cats cross my path
Well,
every day.
I would
that's
walk
a
past
different
it.
scenario.
I'd
There-
walk past it, but I'll be like, fire ban you as I'm walking.
Which fire, which ban? Cats, the Christ ban with fire. It's like you are just going madder and
Christ
madder
did not
every day.
know. Christ did not ban cats with fire, but this is Nigeria. We have to be.
Okay,
these
so you
things
have developed
exist.
your own gods.
No, people have their different traditions, and people have things that they do with this.
But
These
actually,
animals.
what is it
How
saying?
come
What
they
is
never
A cat
done
is
these
not
things
a
to
cat
me?
in America is not the same
Cat.
as
Why?
in
Nigeria,
Nigeria. It's not the same
seriously?
cat in Nigeria.
Where is it said in the Bible that a cat is an evil animal?
No.
Where?
No answer, as usual.
It doesn't have to be
Typical
stated.
Nigerian.
It doesn't have to
If
be
we
stated
are
in the
watching
Bible.
people here in
It's just like
Nigeria, they
how
use cats
people say
to do
God can
evil.
use anything, right? God can use manifest in anything, anybody. That's how some people with
Use
other
cats.
powers can also use anything.
Okay, so throw away chickens. Those could be evil.
But
Those
they mostly use bats, birds, some kind.
Did they tell you
They
the
use
WhatsApp
bats.
group?
They use
They even use
They
chicken.
use
they
snakes.
use
They use chicken,
cats,
black
right?
chickens. You've not
Black
seen.
chickens.
Like, Zika would know more.
You people are all mad. As in, you have all gone mad.
I mean, there's a certain bird that they'll tell you if you hear that bird cry at night or certain
Is-
or a certain
owl.
time like that. Yeah, an owl, right? If you hear an
When I
owl
was growing up,
cry,
we used to have owls in our ceiling. My mother used to feed them.
You know,
Until
we've
one day
talked
she was,
about
I came after like 10 years. I saw her driving them away with fire. I was like, what's going on? She said, the neighbors, before they start saying she's a witch, that she went to one church and somebody came out to give testimony that,
who was saying this? Your mom?
my mom was saying that apparently she saw an owl. Everybody now said, God forbid, God. My mother saying, yeah. So if she now says that owl
that
is living
so?
in her house, is it not to die?
Well,
So I felt so bad because I used to like the owls. I thought they were very cute. They had big bulgy eyes. Then they used to fly. Their flight is very silent.
Like death.
That is why they are evil.
That is why, as in, you can't be dumber than Zika because they are flat. As in, do you people
why
ever
they're
pick up a
evil.
science book? Have you ever read a word in biology in people's lives?
please,
That
we're not
here in
saying we
Nigeria,
don't
they use
know
those
what
things
you're
to
saying.
do
though.
evil.
We're just saying we know the times and the place we're living in, alright? We know the situation of things here.
What is the
Okay.
situation? It's like you people are living in a different Nigeria. Me, I'm living another one. We are all in this Nigeria together. And I don't see evil bats. Take that phone call. Take that phone call. Is an evil bat
But
calling?
we have
Quickly,
a
quickly,
time
pick that
check.
call. This one doesn't even know how to pick call.
Hello?
Yeah, quickly, final caller. Go ahead, tell us.
All right. Okay. First of all, I want to make it clear that I respect everybody's right to choose what.
Real quick, go ahead.
But I find it contradictory that you would be scared of bath from traditional folklore, and then also disregard it when somebody else chooses as a religion. If you think it is that, I mean, think it's redundant and we should ignore it, then you should might as well just keep out the space now. If that's the way you see it.
All right, he makes quite a bit of sense, and we've got to go. See you guys tomorrow. We absolutely love you.
And I